Black Void was one of my top 10 RPGs of 2019, so when Christopher Svetelson asked if I'd like to take a look at their latest adventure for it, I enthusiastically said yes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to have some coffee and conversation about Dark Dealings in the Shaded Souq. So if this is the first time you've encountered our content, thank you so much for joining us. If you would, I would ask that you please hit that little subscribe button down below, and also, hit that little bell icon and then you'll be notified every single time we go live or upload new content, and that helps us grow the show. Also, I will say that if you are a fan of the Black Void RPG, hit that like button down below, and that helps that game get a little more notice as well. All right, let's just give you my initial thoughts on this latest adventure by Black Void. It is Dark Dealings in the Shaded Souq. It is written by Daniel Cross, and it is 89 full color pages, which is awesome. I love it when an RPG does an adventure and it's in full color. I know that art isn't cheap, so it's nice to see a publisher or designer definitely want their additional content to be pretty much the same quality as their core book. And this adventure definitely does that. It's got all new art by the original artists from the core book, and it looks just like it should be part of the main book. It takes place in the Camellia district, which is like a very well-to-do, well-off district. It starts out that you are framed for killing some exotic animals, which I think is kind of fitting right now, because we all know that there's some content out there about big cats and exotic animals. So I had to kind of chuckle a little bit as I was reading that, and thought that, yeah, it's kind of fitting, even though, it was probably in the works long before the Netflix series was out. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny. So basically, you're trying to figure out why you were framed for killing these exotic animals, even though you know it wasn't you. But you encounter all sorts of beasts and groups and underground factions. It's a very interesting storyline that takes place probably 4 or 5 sessions. I love the fact that this adventure gives you more details and a map of that district, so it kind of enhances what's in the core book already. So if you're a fan of what's in the core book, this just kind of gives you more information for that district. Also, it provides you a number of scenes and locations to play in this district. You can kind of play them almost in any order. You would have to kind of tweak a few things, but it should be pretty easily adaptable, so you can kind of make it play out in whatever order you want without having to follow exactly what's in the book. And I love that about this supplement. The other thing that I really like about this adventure is that you can play it on its own, or you can use it as part of an ongoing campaign. There is a really great story arc in this adventure, but it doesn't have to be just that. You can actually just kind of take this and implement it into your existing campaign. Now, the adventure really shines here, where it gives you stats and information on notable figures, groups, and factions. And the thing that I really enjoyed was that in the back of the book, it actually gives you a write-up and stats for 3 beasts in the Black Void RPG, and these are unique just to this adventure. And I really love that, because the one thing that I really love about this RPG is that it's very, I want to say it's sci-fi meets Arabian Nights. It mashes up a lot of different properties that I like, and it does it in a really great way. So to have more probably added to the bestiary of this world, really kind of I really enjoy that, because I love sci-fi beasts anyway, so I really thought that was really cool, and the beasts in this adventure are really awesome, and yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to encounter them. So my final thoughts on Dark Dealings in the Shaded Souq. It is definitely a must-buy if you are a fan of the Black Void RPG. I think it just adds a lot more value to the information that's already in the core rulebook. It kind of gives you more, fleshes out a lot more sections. It gives you more material to work with, especially if you want to run the game. And it's got a great adventure that you could probably play weekly for about a month. Right now, the PDF is available through DriveThruRPG. It is $7.99, which I think is great. I think it's a great value, just because, you know, if you're going to get 4 or 5 sessions out of it, you divide that over 4 or 5 sessions, it's only a couple bucks a session or less. So I think it's definitely worth the value of $7.99. I will tell you that Christopher did send me a review copy of this PDF. I will be buying a copy on my own, just because I think it's important to support RPG designers and creators. They don't do this for the money. They do this, of course, because they want folks playing games, and that's what I think that everybody should be doing as well. So, yeah, Dark Dealings in the Shaded Souq, must buy for the Black Void RPG. Go pick it up now. I'll put the link in the description of this video. I think it's really, really well done. Everything that I loved about the core rulebook, I also loved about this adventure. So I think for $7.99, pick it up. You'll love it. Play it with your friends. Let me know in the comments if you played it, if you picked it up. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Christopher's doing some great work with that Black Void RPG, and I can't wait to see what else he has up his sleeve, because I have a feeling that this is just the first of many different adventures that he's going to have for his game. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Coffee and Conversation. I really didn't drink a whole lot of coffee though this session. If you like this video, again, like I said, please hit the like button down below. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Thanks now.